Yeah, hi folks. So we just thought of coming live once, as has been the norm throughout this Champions Trophy. We have tried to come live almost each match day, along with the shorts. So today can't really call it a match day because again it was another washout without even the toss being held. Yeah, that's really a shame on the host's part because two matches washed out in a tournament like Champions Trophy where there's anyways such less number of matches. So definitely that will be a shame. But honestly speaking, today's match didn't have a lot of content in it. It didn't have a lot of meat in it, anyways. And I don't think a lot of people would be depressed, anyways. Apart from Pakistan, maybe Pakistan fans. Getting to host an IC tournament after 29 years, first time since 1996, and losing the first two matches and then the last one getting washed out. I mean, that's really not something the fans deserve to see after such a long wait. So I'm joined by Ritik. He's here after some time, and we would like to discuss something. We can have some discussions regarding tomorrow's game also, which can turn out to be a very consequential game in the context of the qualifications. So, Ritik, your views on today or tomorrow, whatever you want to speak on.
Yeah, I think let's start with the match today. I mean, the Pakistan Bangladesh game. I mean, if you speak from the context of the Champions Trophy, I don't think it would have the game mattered much. I mean, the whatever the result would have been. I mean, anyways, these two teams they playing their last game in the tournament, their third game. So we all know like each team is playing three matches, and I mean just the point I mentioned that I mean both of them were absolutely I mean they had no chances to I mean reach the semi-final spot. But yeah, I mean on part of ICC or the regulatory authorities, I would like to say that I mean they should make arrangements. I mean like there should be some I mean some sort of arrangement that can ensure that such things don't happen, because yeah, like already there are so few matches as Saptashi mentioned, and even in those, like if some of the games get washed away, then I mean it really I mean doesn't look good. And of course you don't want to lose matches. I mean it's not really a good advertisement for the tournament, and of course the fans lose out on the entertainment. So yeah, I mean that's what I feel regarding the lost matches.
Yeah, I mean, really, Pakistan fans would have hoped for at least something today, but the rain didn't let that allow. Tomorrow also there's some forecast of rain, though I'm not sure how much. I think, according to Google weather, the focus looks pretty better in the later half of the day, so maybe it might also turn into some sort of a shortened match. Let's see. I mean, Afghanistan after their win against England. I mean, what a match that was, to be honest. So after that win, they'll be really pumped up to beat the Aussies. And Australia versus Afghanistan has been some sort of a rivalry over the last 3 years. If I go back to 2022 when they lost by 4 runs at, I think the match was in Sydney or Adelaide, whatever it was. I don't really remember, but they lost by 4 runs. I remember Rashid Khan pulling, I think Richardson for a six in Richardson or Hazelwood for a six in the last ball, and they lost by 3 or 4 runs. Then the 2023 historic match at Wankhede, Maxwell pulling off that all-time ODI great knock, 200 with almost 1.5 leg maybe. And then 2024, they're beating them and was in the Caribbean. Gulbadi Naib with that muscle celebration, and Afghanistan sort of taking a revenge for whatever happened in 2023 in Mumbai. So yeah, it's been sort of a masala affair, and fans will be really glued to watch this contest, maybe part three or four, however you put it. Yeah, I think Ritik is on mute. If you want to speak
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. I was saying that, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the point you mentioned that Afghanistan have always like come so close to winning some very really close matches, and today they managed to. In fact, not just sorry, not just yesterday, but I mean they have also beaten Australia in the recent past. So yeah, and yesterday they just proved once again that this team is now matured enough, capable enough, and definitely they are a good contender for the trophy this time around.
Yeah, and I think Australia at one point, sorry, Afghanistan at one point have lost a lot close matches. I remember them losing that Asia Cup match to Pakistan in 2022, where I think Naseem Shah came and hit them for boundaries in the last over. Then lost to Australia by 4 runs in 2022. Lost to Australia, Maxwell hitting them in those runs. So yeah, there has been some matches, but they could have won. But they failed to beat India also. If you go back to 2019 in that thriller at Southampton, I think, where Mohammad Shami took a hat
Yes.
trick in that final over, Mohammad Nabi getting that five for in that same tournament. There was one match where Imad Wasim just denied them a famous victory against Pakistan. So they have been at the receiving end of close contests quite a few times, but now I think they have developed far better nerves. And last year you saw them winning against Australia in that close contest. Once again, Glenn Maxwell stood up, but they put up a great show. And then I remember them beating Bangladesh also by some 8 runs or something in that must-win game. So I think yeah, the improvement is definitely on the show, and I think they will do better. Also, I mean, guys, if you're watching this video, please put up your comments so that we can have some good discussions.
Yes, guys. As Saptarshi mentioned, that otherwise it becomes really boring talking amongst each other, and it is your comments that will drive the live forward and help us take your questions. And I mean,
Yeah,
together
surely.
we can enjoy the discussion.
Yeah. Also, you guys can watch our shorts and all those things which
Yes,
we have put up. So
I think
shorts and
each and every day, each and every match day,
yeah,
we are coming up with a shot on our channel, so you can definitely enjoy the shots. Okay, so how many are watching? Let me just check once.
I think it's 1 or 2 at this point.
Okay, okay, and I don't see any comments from on my screen.
Yeah, so I mean, tomorrow will be a very important match. If it rains, Afghanistan will feel unlucky, to be honest. Australia will
Yeah.
have an easy way to qualification. Uh, yeah, if it rains, in fact, or if Australia loses, they will still feel they may have a chance, but I think it will be difficult for them. Then England need to do them a favor by beating South Africa by a heavy margin, if that's possible. But that looks really tough at this point. Mostly looks like one of Australia or Afghanistan only will go.
Yeah, true. I mean, considering the way Australia is playing, I mean, especially with their batting, it looks very difficult to beat them in such a fashion.
Yeah,
But I think tomorrow's match, if Afghanistan wins, that guarantees them a spot in the semi-final. I think.
yeah. Afghanistan has a simple equation in their hands: win and book a spot. You lose or it gets
Then
rained,
I
you are
think
out.
South Africa and Australia qualify. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Group A is pretty sorted. I mean, that's the reason that the entire spice is there in the Group B and not in Group A.
Yeah, and that was also on the cards, I think, once the
Yeah, I
groups
mean,
were announced because it looked straightforward. And I mean, still Group A, I thought Pakistan would put up some fight, but Pakistan losing both their first two matches made things much simpler.
yeah, yeah, right, right. I think this time around, I mean, India is playing New Zealand a bit late. I mean, had that happened first, I don't know how things would have turned out because normally India doesn't like facing New Zealand, especially in ICC tournament. So, I mean, India getting those two matches, not facing New Zealand. I mean, I think that might have also played a role. I mean, I'm just speculating, but yeah,
Yeah.
you normally, I mean, any team doesn't want to be facing their toughest rival. I mean, right in the first match of the tournament. So, yeah.
Yeah, surely. I mean, I remember 2021 when India had to play their first two games against Pakistan and I think New Zealand, and they lost both, and the
Mm,
pressure immediately came up on them. Also, I think maybe these days ICC mostly wants to keep India's matches on Sunday, and especially the
Hmm.
big matches like Pakistan, New Zealand. So these are kept on Sunday, and that
India
also played a
Pakistan I
role.
think has been I mean being held on Sundays. I mean since the last few times I can remember. I mean it has been mostly
Yeah, I think
held on
2023
Sundays.
World Cup was forced to be on Saturday because of some, I think it was Navratri or something, because of which it was held on. It was
Okay.
initially on
Okay.
Sunday, but then it was moved to Saturday.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean ideally they want to keep that match for Sundays. Okay, so are there any comments? Let me just check once. So guys, please be a bit proactive and I mean okay. So I think there is one.
Yeah, 2 years ban never leaves us.
Yeah.
First ever T20 batter exit on the art, Trokar Bandhana.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's
she
talking
scored
about
20.
WPL.
Yeah, she scored 10 of 20 today. And actually, RCB won their first two games, and since reaching Chinnaswamy, they have lost two and on the verge of losing this one. So, is Chinnaswamy the main culprit for RCB over the years? Also, I mean, the fact is, RCB, when they didn't play in Chinnaswamy during the COVID years, they qualified all three times. And since coming to Chinnaswamy, it's again been difficult for them. So, I think
Yeah,
this
I mean
ground doesn't suit them that well.
home crowd's expectations can sometimes get the better of the players. I mean, that can happen, but that
Yeah,
should
Gujarat.
not be a reason for I mean your poor
Yeah, Gujarat's playing
performance.
pretty well. And Ash Gardner is there, 40 of 22. So, I mean, she plays so well down the order. So I think this match is gone for RCB. 41 of 45 should be a cakewalk for GG.
Myself being an RCB fan, I'm at least happy that they won one title. I mean in WPL. So because otherwise I don't know how long we would have to wait for this. Okay, I think I'm no comment. Thanks to Perry for exposing this fraud player, Mandhana. Okay.
Yeah, so Elizabeth, I mean, two of her good knocks got wasted, and she thought, let's rest for one day.
Hmm. Ellis Perry is just an absolute legend of the game, without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 years, Ben, I have a question for you. So, what are your thoughts for the upcoming match tomorrow? That match between Australia and Afghanistan. So, I mean, see, considering the way even Australia looks in very good touch, Afghanistan is having their, I mean, what should I say? They're having their fairy tale at the moment. So, do you think that Australia can, I mean, Afghanistan can beat Australia this time around? And, I mean, take revenge for that. I mean, what Maxwell did in the World Cup.
I think the revenge was done already in 2024, or is it still left?
Uh, in
I think
ODIs,
at
it's
this
still
point it's
left.
one all.
Or maybe Afghanistan is winning the match. Okay, I
So
like to
he's
see that
sure that
comment.
Afghanistan is winning the
Okay,
match.
and to be honest, this time it's a lot more even contest than it was in the ODI World Cup.
I mean,
I will be
I mean,
honest.
surely with Australia not having Stark Cummins and Hazelwood, Afghanistan will really push themselves to win this one.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I mean, I think it will be down to who wins those clutch moments. And against Australia, you have to be really up on your toes. You just can't miss any moment. I mean, against England, also, I remember Afghanistan missed some moments. They dropped a few catches here and there, missed a couple of run outs or something. But I think against Australia, you just can't fumble in a must win game. You have to be up on your toes from right from the
Yeah,
word go.
absolutely,
you
absolutely.
give them the slightest of sniffs and they will make use of it.
Yeah, and especially I mean those crucial catches. I mean you just can't keep on dropping them. I mean you have to be very super proactive in the field when you are playing against
Yeah.
Australia, and just like what Saptarshi mentioned, that you have to cash in on the on those moments, on those crucial moments, because if you miss a single moment, I mean you all know that what Australia can come up with. They have shown us time and time again.
Yeah.
but not easy in front of Afghanistan bowling. So yeah, he's highly rating the Afghanistan bowling, which actually is not wrong, I would say, definitely.
Yeah, maybe I think their spin attack rather has been a bit of lackluster this time around. If you see both the games, even yesterday, I think the main threat was Azmat. Nabi picked up a couple of wickets, but Rashid didn't look that threatening, to be honest. He
Actually,
went for
Rashid
60
Khan
odd.
hasn't looked, I mean, too good. I mean, so far. I mean, okay, there are only two matches being played, but he hasn't looked
Rashid
really
and
nice.
Noor, Rashid and Noor both didn't look that
Yeah,
threatening.
yeah. Normally, we know that it's in the bowling department. It's always Rashid who's the
Yeah.
superhero, and he's the one to watch out for. But not this time around. And actually, it's good to see that. I mean, other bowlers stepping up and picking those important wickets and helping the team win the matches.
Also,
But
there's
yeah,
a bit
with
of
Rashid Khan, you never know. I mean, when he can come
also,
back with his form.
also,
Yeah,
there's a bit of backdrop story between these two teams. I mean, it started, I think, 2, 3 years back when Australia refused to play ICC, sorry, bilaterals against Afghanistan owing to
yeah,
those political issues and Afghanistan not encouraging women's cricket. I think they don't like to play, and they just cut off the series against Afghanistan. And I think that also probably sort of motivated Afghanistan more to beat them in ICC tournaments. And time and again, this conversation has stepped up.
yeah. And Afghanistan have now proved that if you don't want to play with us, well, we will prove our worth, and they have definitely shown that in the last few years. And I mean, the point you mentioned, I think that was a time there was a political unrest going on in the country. I think there were the Taliban forces were super active, if I'm not wrong. I mean, at those times when they refused to play, and but and at that time I remember that even the commentators were saying that the players are putting in their hard earned money in order to sponsor the trips to other countries when they were playing. So that goes to show that, I mean, they are even ready to put in their own money even for their trips, even for their own, I mean, uh, cricket matches, cricket tours. So yeah, that shows the passion.
Yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow most of the uh, world will support Afghanistan only. No one, I mean, particularly the teams who are in the top four, no one wants Australia in the top four.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You just don't want them to get into the top four
Because you
because
never
you
know, I
know, I
mean.
mean, once
Hmm,
they get into the top four, they can be lethal.
yeah, especially in this ODI format.
Yeah. Mm.
And tomorrow, actually, I mean, no matter who wins, I think it's going to be a very good fight. It's going to be a very good fight.
Uh, I don't want to play Afghanistan in Dubai. Their spinners can damage us. Their world class quality spinners. Yeah, can be.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. The spin attack
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah. So, but I think South Africa also has Maharaj Shamsi, so you never know. Yeah, the thing with South Africa is people sometimes take them lightly, but yeah, you never know. They can also cause an upset. People take them lightly because they have been on the receiving end in those crunch situations a lot of times, honestly speaking. Also, Afghanistan, I mean, I don't want to say, but I think I've not seen them playing to their full throttle against India some of the times. I don't want to mention
Yeah,
any particular reason, but I've not seen them playing with the same motivation they play against England, against Australia, against maybe some other team. But when they play against India, I've not seen that fire in their eyes, to be honest.
yeah, yeah. That's a good point, actually. And especially
I
when,
don't know if it all boils down to the fact that India plays a big part in their growth in the cricketing fraternity. BCCI had a big hand in that. If that plays a part or whatever, their IPL contracts, whatever, I'm not exactly aware of those facts. But the thing is, I've not seen that same fire in their eyes when they take the field against India.
yeah, yeah. And normally they seem to be, I mean, much more charged up when they're playing the Sena nations as compared to, I mean, playing against, let's say, Bangladesh or playing against Pakistan. So they are much more charged up playing with these Sena nations. Yeah. Yeah. So there is some sort of, friendship between the boards that may play a role. Again, that these are just
Yeah,
speculations,
I
but
said
yeah,
like that, but I think when you are playing against someone, whether you're friends or not, you need to put up a fight. Otherwise, it's
yeah.
not an exactly fair battle, to be honest.
When you're on the field, you are playing as opponents and nothing
Yeah,
else. And especially in, formats like these, the Champions Trophy, each and every game is important and each and every point is important. So that mindset will definitely not take you anywhere if that is the mindset.
yeah. So that's the thing, and that's the reason I doubt how much of a fight they will put up if they play against India. Because last year also I saw in the T20 World Cup when I think in that Super 8 match they took chasing when they know that defending has been their sort of strong zone. I was not exactly sure what was the thought process going on behind the decision. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not saying they haven't put up fight, but I have not seen that same passion in them when they take the field against India. So I'm not saying they haven't put up a fight. Yeah, 2018 you see, 2019 also. I told previously only that match where Mohammad Shami took a hat trick in the final over. But in recent times, if you see, 2023, 2024, I didn't see them playing with the same fire and spirit that they play against the other nations.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year they even beat New Zealand. I think yeah, in the T20 World Cup they beat New Zealand. They beaten Australia. They beaten England. I think South Africa and India are the only teams who are left to be beaten by them in an ICC tournament. Something
Okay. Okay.
in not
So
ICC tournament. I think any bilateral. I think there was some stat. I exactly don't remember, but there's something that South Africa and India are the only teams that are left to be beaten by them. I think.
okay.
And they
Okay.
lost to South Africa all three times. This year also they lost. They lost last year in the semi-final. They lost South Africa in 2023 World Cup also.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly. Sometimes these things get into your head. So with New Zealand, I remember that at one point India was just not able to beat them in ICC tournaments. I don't know what happened. So be it the WTC, be it the ODI World Cups, yeah, they've just looked clueless playing against them.
Yeah.
So from Group A, I think it's confirmed, right? The two
Yeah.
semifinals.
Yeah, I think that
Uh,
India versus New Zealand match will be sort of a knockout match. So if Australia now uh, ends up, I think if Australia and South Africa both qualify and South Africa becomes the first team, so will
hmm,
India uh, think of deliberately losing the New Zealand match just in case to avoid Australia and play South Africa? I mean, there's
maybe,
nothing
maybe.
unfair in that, to be honest.
No, surely. As per the rules, there is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so India, New Zealand knockout. You're saying as in the semifinals, right?
No, no, I'm saying this last group stage match, India
Okay,
New
okay,
Zealand.
that's knockout. I'm not sure. That will be for the
No, no,
one
not
versus two
knockout. I mean,
position.
but that will make sure who will
Yeah,
play
the
who.
yeah, that is just for conducting the matches, and you know the position one, two,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
all. Yeah, that's the point I was confused. That's if those two are confirmed, then how
Yeah,
can it
so
be a knockout? Yeah, yeah,
that will just sort of decide the order of the fixtures, the two
yeah.
semi-final
But
fixtures.
tomorrow's game, especially from Afghanistan's perspective, is really important.
Yeah, surely.
Okay, we have a comment. I think.
So he's saying he wants India to face odds and knock them out. Yeah, that's sort of a good challenging mentality, sporting mentality, I would say.
I think Rajatava has spoken about this time and time again on live that if you
Yeah.
want to be the best, and then there's no other way but you have to defeat the best.
Yeah, I think if you are playing with that kind of mentality, I want to avoid odds, want to avoid odds, then you are thinking that odds is so good that if you any day come in front of them, they will beat you with any team. So then you just overcome the semi-final and you go to the final. They also come to the final. You have to face them, and you are already beaten before you take
Yeah,
the field.
yeah. That's the thing. With good teams, you will end up meeting them if you are reaching at the end of a tournament or towards the end of a tournament. Because, of course, that is where all the good teams come against each other, and there's no escape, and you just can't, I mean, say no, and you will have to face them.
Yeah.
And particularly, I mean, for India, I would say that they are I mean, in an advantageous situation here, because they only uh, need to, I mean, consider the dynamics of one surface, that is the UAE, and for the others it has been, I mean, both the surfaces, I mean, in Pakistan as well as in UAE. So I feel they're in a
Who
bit of,
said this? Uh,
I don't think so. At least till
yeah, so yeah, so
2027, I don't think. Hmm.
that's something which Ritik was saying. We had a discussion also that India getting to play all those games. Yeah, the reason
In
is
the same
valid,
venue.
national
Yeah.
security and all those things. They didn't want to go to Pakistan, whatever be it. But them playing five straight games in Dubai, the others playing in Pakistan, where conditions are abruptly different from what's there in offer on at Dubai. In Pakistan, the ball comes far better onto the bat. The the conditions are far more amenable to the batters. Not much for the bowlers, and you straight away come to Dubai for one match, which in turn turns out to be a knockout match against a team like India, who has been there playing for four
Yeah.
five games, and it's entirely different conditions. The spinners get far more purchase from the surface. The pacers can bowl those off-pace deliveries and those cutters into the surface. There's a bit of swing on offer early on, and the batters don't get that much of good conditions, favorable conditions. So, I mean, all of a sudden adapting to a new condition in a knockout game against a team who has been playing there for three, four straight games, that definitely gives at least a fair amount of edge to the team who is playing there, who in this case is India. Okay, I saw this meme, yeah, and don't know if it's true or whatever.
Okay, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, so I haven't seen this. I mean, is it really the
Yeah, I
case?
was seeing that on his t-shirt it was written in Morse code. I've seen. I'm not sure it was a meme or whatever.
Okay, okay. But I firmly believe that till 2027, I think he will be there. I don't know why, but I get this feeling.
See, I think I'm not sure. I mean, and now that he's an uncapped player, he can retire even midway through the cycle. But if he plays the entire cycle, then it will be till 2027. So let's see. I mean, let this cycle complete, then we will decide about his next year.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, I think he would want to retire. I mean, with his team winning it one more time, definitely.
Sure.
And there can't be a better way to, I mean, say goodbye to your franchise. I mean, goodbye as a player. I'm pretty much sure that he will be associated with the franchise in some way or other. I mean, be a
See,
coach or
though I don't
management,
know
something.
if he's playing just for winning because he has already won five titles, and now since he will not be the captain, so I think his record as a captain will be five, which will be joined with Rohit Sharma. So it's not like he will achieve any big record if he wins. So I don't know if it's really for winning or just because he loves playing for CSK. He's continuing to play. So even if he wins another one, it will be just that he as a player has won six. I think nothing more than that.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
will be asked to be.
That would be a good, I mean, good way to say goodbye. That's the point I mentioned. Yeah.
So you want to get into some sort of a banter? I mean, do you
Saying
want?
farewell by RCB.
Yeah, do you want 2018 match recap or do you want 2023 match recap? Which one? Or 2011 match recap? I mean,
Even
you will say 2024. I will give you 10 matches.
2024 was also good. I mean,
No, no. I mean, he was saying 2024 since RCB lost, RCB defeated CSK. So I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
I will give him
That's why I
10.
mentioned.
Yeah, so I'm saying I will now give him 10 matches if he wants in Chinnaswamy only.
Yeah, I mean, CSK has been a tough nut to crack for RCB. 18th May recap. Okay.
Yeah, and I won 2011 final recap. That was also in your favorite home ground, man.
Okay, did they play the final? I
No, no.
don't remember exactly.
Final was in Chimnaswamy or Chepok. But whatever is it, I mean that was a pretty good win. I think CSK were
Okay,
hardly
RCB reached the
for no loss.
final in 2011.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also just see that first over where Ashwin got Gale in the second ball only. I think.
Mm. Yeah,
I think,
Ashwin
but
in those times, I mean, he was really good. I mean, he has
yeah,
been good against left-handers, but especially with against
yeah.
Gale.
So also, I mean, he's back now. I think he will like to spend the last few days of his career in his original team only. I mean, his first IPL team, and maybe he will also turn up with some coaching staff or something. I think now he's retired from the international team also, so maybe he will
Yeah,
do
yeah.
some coaching activities or whatever.
He will definitely join Steve Fleming and co.
हाँ
Yeah.
लेकिन लास्ट टाइम भी देखा जाएगा तो भी तो तुम्हारा जीरो ट्रॉफीज ही है बेटा. ठीक है लास्ट टाइम हम लोग नहीं जीते पर केकेआर जीता. तुम तो नहीं जीता ना तो लास्ट टाइम देख के क्या करूं बेटा. चलो बात करते करते आज तो विवेक टीम भी तुम्हारा 3 नंबर मैच हार गया कंजिक्यूटिवली. Yeah, so I think there will be some good fun during the IPL.
Yeah, especially with our audience if we come live. I mean, especially amongst the fans. I mean, there are CSK fans, there are RCB fans, there are KKR fans, DC fans, and all sorts of fans are out there. And definitely, we will enjoy a lot interacting in the comment section in
हाँ ठीक है
during the
भाई.
IPL.
हाँ, हाँ औकात होता है. प्ले ऑफ्स रीच करना किसी किसी के लिए अचीवमेंट होता है, किसी किसी के लिए ट्रॉफी जीतना अचीवमेंट होता है. ठीक है भाई प्ले ऑफ्स रीच कर लिए.
We won title in WPL. Yeah, I am really proud of that
Yeah,
achievement. That was good.
yeah. So
That was
WPL
good.
was definitely, I mean, kudos to Elizabeth, Smriti Mandana, all
And
those.
that
Like,
entire
Sri was
season,
also
I
very good.
mean, the way RCB played, that was nothing short of brilliant. That was nothing short of brilliant. And Ellis Perry, I mean, I always mention that Ellis Perry is one of, if not the biggest reason that RCB won the WPL. So yeah, that definitely will be in my memories forever. I myself being an RCB fan. So yeah,
हाँ बेटा यही तो बोल पाओगे. I mean, you guys have lost so many times and you are still speaking. I mean, oh man, maybe you need some more teachings this year. और वैसे भी तुम्हारा पहला 2-3 मैच तो केकेआर एमआई सीएसके सबके साथ है भाई. केकेआर भी भेज देंगे फिर से नड़ीम को.
okay. So I think I mean, Gautam Gambhir has something to do with it. I mean, he anyway doesn't like RCB, so he has set up
Yeah,
the
यही तो
matches.
अभी गौतम गंभीर तो ओपनली बोलता है. I my main
No, it
motto in
seems the
IPL is winning.
way they
Yeah, I
have
think he
kept the
last year
matches of
said in an
RCB.
interview that
Yeah,
that if there people give me an option of winning the IPL trophy or defeating RCB, I will take the second one. I think
yeah,
he
yeah.
said something like that. That आरसीबी से हारना मेरे को सबसे खराब लगता है. आईपीएल ट्रॉफी भी हार गया तो भी चलेगा.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is true. That is something true you said. I think Elisa Petty was the reason RCB won it because she is
What
such a
was his
gem.
previous comment? हाँ किसी के लिए बार
हाँ
बटन
किसी के
फिरता
लिए. हाँ उसके बाद
है.
उसको
Okay.
रिप्लाई भी मिल गई थी.
No, but that point is not wrong actually. I mean, that was
Yes,
a
I
dark
agree. I
phase.
mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that whatever happened with Gurunath Mayappa and Srinivasan and all those things, that definitely not fair from the sporting point of view. I mean, Rajasthan and
Yeah.
CSK, whoever was involved or whatever happened behind the scenes, can't comment on any particular names. But whoever was involved, that's definitely not a good thing from the cricketing point of view.
Hmm. Right. Okay, so do we have any more comments? Let's see, or maybe 5-10 minutes more and we can maybe call it a day. So anyway, I think it's
हाँ
only
तो
2 years ban who has joined. Uh,
हाँ तो तुम्हारा
बस
रजत
ऋतुराज का
पाटीदार भी
तुम्हें
कहाँ
ठीक है.
है.
बस
आरसीबी से
बस
वैसे कितना ही तुम्हारा प्लेयर आया. अभी तो तुम्हारा सिराज को भी. ओ अच्छा सिराज को तो तुम लोग भी भगा दिया और सिराज को इंडिया भी भगा दिया.
Yeah, Ruturaj actually the first time I saw him, I mean that season he looked brilliant. for CSK. I thought that this guy would definitely, I mean, do great in T20s.
Yeah, I think Ruturaj hasn't also made use of his chances, to be honest, and maybe he was not given chances also. See, right now, I think T20 team, there's far better players. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm maybe a CSK fan, but I agree India needs far better aggressive players. They don't need even at this point. If Kohli would have been there in the T20 team, I would have said India don't doesn't need him because at this point the T20 game has evolved. You need high strike rate players. So, but Ruturaj, I still think he has the game for ODI, but at this point the ODI team is too much stacked up, so there's no space for him also.
This guy is just like on a mission here.
या तो हाँ भाई कर लो मतलब यही तो कर पाओगे एक बार तो ट्रॉफी जीत के दिखाओ भाई गुजरात भी आके एक बार जीत गया तुम एक बार तो जीतो भाई फिर आओ बात करो मैं सुनता हूँ कुछ नहीं बोलोगे तुम तो yeah so actually the champions trophy review video has turned into sort of an IPL banter video
Yeah. And unfortunately, I am a part of this video. I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, whatever you say.
so you can call Abhishek and I needed Godo
Yeah.
here that
Hmm.
would have been even more fun.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I being an RCB fan, I just don't get the, I mean, reason why they're so, I mean, fans are so toxic against us. I mean, given the fact that there are teams that have been trophyless in this tournament, but yeah, things are as it is. ट्रॉफी जीत के तुम लेकिन तुम्हारे ऊपर काला धब्बा तो रहेगा 2 साल इन जेल या
हाँ ठीक है भाई फिर भी ठीक है तुम तो एक बार जीत लो फिर बात करो इतना बार yeah also the thing is I think the fun that a lot of people make so yeah it's not like I want to make any fun of particular teams. So yeah, it's just that banter. So 2 years ban also I'm not saying you anything personally, so please don't take anything personally. It's just the banter happening. We
या
love you as a fan of our channel. So, anyways, I think I mean the things that happen with RCBs also boils down to the fact that they have a good fan base and people just like to trigger that fan base. I think so. The fact that this thing doesn't happen usually with DC Punjab, who has
या या
been, I think, probably the worst of the teams if we see statistically because they haven't even made the finals apart from that one time in 2014. But I think them not having a great section of fan base and all that also contribute to the fact that people don't care a lot about these teams, whatever they do or not do.
या आरसीबी इज द मोस्ट लॉयल फैन बेस मैन आई मीन विदाउट अ शैडो ऑफ डाउट खेलना चाहिए जीते या हारे सच्चाई से खेलनी चाहिए ओके हम्म ओके
Yeah, so yeah, these things will happen in IPL. I mean, let's see. So IPL का time मिलते हैं.
yeah I mean when we come live in IPL I'm pretty sure we would like to see these comments even with more intensity
and I
at
think
that
things will
time.
get heated. Things will get heated up. I mean, RCB, CSK, MI, KKR, things will get heated up. And we have KKR fan, we have another CSK fan, we have an MI fan also.
Saptarshi. Yeah, Saptarshi, when it comes to yellow color, he gets a bit sensitive. I've seen that. Be it Australia, be it CSK, be it JSK, whatever it is. Even that
Yes.
golden of KKR, if I put it in that way, I mean, that has also, I mean, that yellow color, I don't know, but there is something about it that attracts him to that color. But yeah.
या ट्रिगर तो तुम भी हुआ बेटा इसलिए तुम इतना कुछ लिख रहे हो तुम शुरू में लिखा मैं तो एक बात ही बोला उसके बाद तुम भी इतना लिख रहे हो तो ट्रिगर तो तुम भी हुआ बेटा
Mm. So anyway, I think let's see. Okay, guys, subscribe. Yeah. So Musical Traveler is saying, so thank you, Musical Traveler. Yes, we want to, I mean, cross that mark, cross that 255 figure. I mean, it's been stuck there for quite some time now. Oh man, no, just can't take those comments. Now that's, I mean, something not worth writing, I would say. I mean,
yeah
yeah. Anyway, okay, another comment. let's subscribe for the over button.
But yeah, I mean, 2 years
Yes.
then I think has helped us continue this live for quite some time, and
Yeah,
now the
yeah, yeah.
viewers
He
on
is
the
the
YouTube.
only one who has, made those comments and kept the live going. So thank you once again for that. I mean, whatever, be it whatever you mention. I mean, these are your thoughts. These are your views. That's fine. Absolutely fine. You can have your preferences. Yeah. Okay. So I think ब्लडलाइन पिक्चर देखने गया है छावा ओह ओके ओके I don't know man I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if Saptarshi has already, but I haven't.
No, no, I haven't also. I have also not got enough time actually. And
Okay,
now
okay.
Championship is going on, so I'm spending more much time in sports.
And now the second half of the tournament is so the more important
Yeah,
part of the
so now
tournament
I
is
mean
coming.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
cricket coming out. Champions Trophy, IPL, England Test series. So I will watch all.
yeah, absolutely. Okay. मैं उसका फ्रेंड हूँ ना मुझे पता है. Okay, okay. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, then otherwise we would have seen two guys in the comment section today. Okay, so I think we are 40 minutes into the live now, 41 minutes actually. IPL में मजा आएगा. Yes, we can't wait for that actually.
हाँ हाँ हाँ, IPL में तो मजा आएगा. First,
Especially in these games of MI, CSK, RCB, KKR. It would be fun
yeah, I think
actually.
these four teams mostly because that's where
Hmm.
the most of the rivalry is concentrated.
And the fans go just anything against one another. They're absolutely, blazing, all guns blazing. So yeah. Okay, so I think Saptashi, maybe we can call it a day today. I think I don't
Yeah, so I
see
think
enough comments.
yeah,
Apart from 2 years
47,
span.
right? So
Yeah,
let's wait for 3 more minutes. If any comments, okay.
yeah.
Else,
Okay, we have a comment. Is it? वैसे तो मैं
so
हर
you are
साल
so you are in a group full of MICSK fans and KKR also.
maybe
I think
maybe.
KKR fans also go beyond RCB a lot owing to their
Hmm.
records. I think they use those records of 105 in the power play, then 49 all out. Then there's also, I think, last year also they defeated RCB twice. They defeated RCB in eliminator of 2021. So I think these are the records, and particularly since that Gambhir Kohli brawl, yeah, this rivalry has
Yeah,
also
yeah.
increased.
भाई रात 10:30 10:30 बजे इंग्लिश नहीं निकल रहा.
नहीं भाई, इंग्लिश कमेंट्री सुनो. हिंदी कमेंट्री सुनोगे तो कान खराब हो जाएगा ज्यादा देर सुनोगे तो. Good analysis happens in English commentary. Take my words.
uh
Better if you can watch Sky Sports or whatever it is, Fox Cricket, Sky Sports, these things.
yeah, yeah. These are two very renowned, I mean, channels. Actually, in Hindi, I'm not sure, but maybe DD Sports is the only one that's a bit logical and bit sensical, I would say. But Star Sports, what they do is more like, they turn it into some sort of, just to entertain. They will show all those India Pakistan clips and all those advertisements, all those, I mean, whatever they just can to entertain the audience.
ये saw it in Twitter. I think अंग्रेज का औलाद किसी को तो बोल दिया उसने.
Mhm. I have many RCB fans. That's good. That's good. That's nice. So I mean, 2 years ban. Thanks a lot, man. I mean, you have been writing non-stop. I think even before we can take your comment, the next comment comes up. So I mean, you have just kept the life going like anything.
Yeah, so I think time to 49 का ऑल आउट लो.
Not allowed. अब महंगा हो गया. I think not that cheap anymore.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
inflation
think
will
did all
anyway.
out use that for their promotional gimmick also.
Maybe not sure. Was it Mortine or was it all out? Some of that mosquito repellent brand. I'm not sure. Um, 2 साल तो चलेगा ना. Okay, okay. Oh man. Oh, you guys come up with those amazing replies, and I mean, like, mm, but now it's no longer 49. अब महंगा हो गया.
Yeah, so I think it's 22.50. Yeah, so
And
let's
warranty भी
cut this now.
maybe increase हो गया.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I think let's call it a day. Yeah, tomorrow let's hope for a great match,
Yeah.
and we will again
I
try
mean,
to come
it was
live.
fun. It was fun interacting with only 2 years man, so I'm taking only his name today. But yeah,
Yeah,
it
we will
was
try
really
to
fun.
come live. If not,
Yeah.
yeah, surely, and I would be looking for you as well. Also, call your friend Tulla and all those guys.
Yeah, I will be on your side 2 years man. Me and Abhishek being RCB
Yeah,
fans, so you can expect
yeah,
our support.
yeah. You will have two from our team
Yeah.
and four against you.
Yeah.
Ashish, I'm not sure whose side he will be. He should be on your side, but I don't know.
Hey, Saptarshi and Shubhradeep, I know. I mean, these guys will be on you like anything. So
And then there will be Rojo Tabo, so who is from Gambhir's team.
yeah. Yeah.
And then there will be one from Rohit Sharma's team.
Hmm.
So yeah. See you guys tomorrow when Shubhradeep Bhai are coming. मुझे भी मालूम नहीं. देखते हैं.
We will.
भगवान दुआ करे तो जल्दी आ जाएगा.
I think we can expect him soon in the live. I mean, maybe he's
पर
a
हाँ,
bit busy.
सीएसके
Yeah.
आरसीबी के गेम तक आ जाएगा, इतना प्रॉमिस कर सकता हूँ. आई थिंक आशीष has
Yeah.
made a surprise entry at the end of our live, right when we were trying to thinking of closing this. Ashish is here. So
Ashish
basically
has got that
today,
VIP
or
pass
did
that we get
Ashish
for
just see the
Durga Puja.
comments and come up?
Yeah, I just opened YouTube and the first thing that came was the live.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
decided to rather join it itself.
No, that's
And
great. That's great.
I mean,
Hmm.
2 years ban has just made up so much banter today. सीएसके वर्सेस आरसीबी. तो लास्ट में यही बात चल रही थी कि आईपीएल के टाइम बैंटर होगा, तो ऋतिक ने बोला कि तुम्हारे पास दो बंदे तो रहेंगे, मैं और अभिषेक रहेंगे, जो आरसीबी में है. तो आई सेड कि हाँ, अब दो सीएसके, एक केकेआर, एक एमआई तो रहेंगे, बाकी रहेगी आशीष. अब वो कौन सी साइड पे जाएंगे आई डोंट नो.
Ashish
सही
bro
है.
is Thala of this live. Thala for a reason. Okay. Surprise entry. Nice.
अब तो आशीष तुम डिसाइड कर लो, एक महीने है तुम्हारे पास, कौन से साइड पे जाओगे जब आरसीबी वर्सेस अदर्स राइवलरी होगा.
तो डिपेंड करेगा ओपोनेंट कौन है.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So आज का मैच वाज लाइक वास्ट अवे, तो कुछ है नहीं डिस्कस करने के लिए तो उस पे. बट
हाँ, डब्ल्यूपीएल भी काफी बोरिंग हुआ. सो आरसीबी has lost
But
3
tomorrow
and गुजरात.
there's an interesting match coming up, and
या
that would
या
really, yeah.
अभी तो वैसे
it's
डब्ल्यूपीएल का टेबल काफी इंटरेस्टिंग हो गया, क्योंकि लास्ट का तीनों टीम 5 मैच में 4 पॉइंट हो गया.
अच्छा.
हाँ, सो इट लुक्स लाइक एमआई एंड सीएसके टू ओपनर टार्टल. वो टार्टल भी तुमको हरा सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं. हाँ, एमआई और डीसी लग रहा है जाएंगे. अब पता नहीं, एक आरसीबी, यूपी और जीजी में एक शायद जाएगा.
टॉप 3 टीम्स होते हैं ना.
हाँ, फर्स्ट जो होता है वो डायरेक्ट क्वालिफायर मारते हैं. कल किसका मैच है? अच्छा, कल दिल्ली वर्सेस मुंबई है, तो कल वो बड़ा मैच है.
बट
If
दिल्ली ने एक
Delhi can
एक्स्ट्रा मैच
Delhi
खेला है.
can win that, they will go to top of the table.
हाँ, और अभी मैच बचे कितने, और 3 मैच बचे हैं दिल्ली के लिए, मुंबई के लिए 4 बचे हैं, तो मुंबई मेरे को लग रहा है कि मोस्ट प्रोबेबली टॉप ऑफ द टेबल होगा, क्योंकि नेट रन रेट भी बहुत अच्छा है, और ये भी बहुत अच्छा है, पॉइंट्स भी बहुत अच्छा है।
मुंबई का लास्ट, इसके बाद मुंबई का यूपी के साथ एक है, एक गुजरात के साथ है, एक आरसीबी के साथ है.
कल जीतना इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
Yeah, I mean, it can be quite exciting at the end. Let's see who ends up winning. And to be honest, इस बार तो किसी को ही बहुत स्ट्रांग नहीं लग रहा है, मतलब सब लोग ही कुछ ना कुछ किए हैं.
मुंबई इज द ओनली स्ट्रॉन्ग साइड भाई, मतलब एक मैच हारा है, वो भी मतलब जस्ट मार्जिन से हारा है,
अच्छा,
तो
वो एक ही मैच हारे थे जो दिल्ली से फर्स्ट मैच हारे थे. हाँ,
तो,
तो फिर तो
तो मुंबई इज प्रोबेबली द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट जो दिख रहा है।
Delhi is not like the first two seasons where they were pretty invincible throughout the season, though they choked in the finals, but they were pretty dominating throughout the seasons.
हाँ, मतलब प्रॉब्लम ये हो गया उनका मिडिल ऑर्डर, मतलब टॉप ऑर्डर अगर रन नहीं बना रहा है ना, तो मिडिल ऑर्डर कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा है, कुछ भी नहीं
हाँ,
कर
और
रहा है।
आरसीबी 2 मैच में बहुत अच्छा लगा, फिर वो भी अभी लास्ट 3 मैच में गिर गया. यूपी का थोड़ा अप एंड डाउन परफॉर्मेंस है, उसका ऐसा ही होता है यूपी का. वो 3-4 स्टार्स के ऊपर मोस्टली रिलाई करते हैं, इस बार भी वैसा ही है. शिनेल हेनरी, सोफी
और
एक्विस्टो,
और
ग्रेग.
और एक चीज है कि मेग लैनिंग बुद्धि हो चुकी है, शी हैज
हाँ,
रिटायर्ड, शी इज गेटिंग ओल्ड।
हाँ, या दैट्स आल्सो अ थिंग. जीजी का भी वो है, उसका टीम तो 3 साल से ही अप एंड डाउन चल रहा है.
ऐसे people make a lot of mockery of women's IPL, women's Premier League. To be honest, मतलब ऐसे generic public like
By
give
women's
off
for
इसमें से।
women's, I mean this women's Premier League, I mean which is in India. I mean it's been very good over the last year. I've watched for quite a few matches, and it's not like
Yeah, yeah, it
I'm just
doesn't deserve
promoting
the
it. There's
mockery
been
that
too
it
many.
gets, honestly.
There's been
Yeah.
quite a few close games. इस साल भी देखोगे तो उस दिन वो सोफी एक्लिस्टन वाला गेम बहुत एक्साइटिंग हुआ, दिल्ली मुंबई का गेम एक्साइटिंग हुआ था. फिर आरसीबी एमआई का जो 2 बॉल में 2 चाहे थे 4 वो एक्साइटिंग हुआ. लास्ट ईयर भी 2-3 ऐसा गेम हुआ था जो काफी एक्साइटिंग हुआ था. एक तो वो सेमीफाइनल जो एमआई और आरसीबी के बीच में हुआ था, वो एक्साइटिंग हुआ था. आरसीबी और डीसी का एक रन से जीता था, रीचा घोष रन आउट हो गया, वो एक्साइटिंग हुए थे. तो देयर हैव बीन क्वाइट अ फ्यू मैचेस which have gone down the wire, and there's enough quality cricket on display. So I think it's just a mentality that people don't want to watch women's cricket or whatever, but I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, honestly, I completely agree to you. I'm very angry, पेरी पे लेडी का मेहनत खराब करा है। अच्छा,
हाँ, तो
ऐसा क्या?
पेड़ी पेड़ी भी आज सोचा कि 2 दिन खेल के भी हार गया, तो आज जीरो ही मार देता है.
अच्छा, शी स्कोर्ड अ 0 टुडे, बट यार इनका नेट रन रेट इज प्रीटी गुड, आरसीबी का।
Yeah, I think their net run rate boils down to the DC match only, where they chased down
हम्म।
110 or something in 11 overs.
दिल्ली जो 2 मैच हारा है, बहुत बड़े मार्जिन से हारा है, तो
एक तो एक तो उससे हारा आरसीबी से, और एक शायद यूपी से हारा मोस्ट लाइकली.
बहुत बड़े-बड़े मार्जिन से हारा है वही। ये वो देखो, इसमें से जो हारा है, एक जो हारा है, आरसीबी से हारा है, और एक यूपी से हारा है। यूपी से 33 रन से हारा है। अरे भाई, यूपी से कौन हारता है यार? यूपी से हार गया।
अच्छा, I think this was the match when Shinel Henry got that 50.
हाँ, 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 वो एक एक इनिंग्स के कारण हार गया बेसिकली। शी क्रिएटेड ऑल द डिफरेंस,
अरे
मतलब
हाँ, मतलब यूपी का तो ऐसा है, यूपी का तो 2 ही मैच आउट ऑफ नोवेयर जीत गया. एक शिनेल हेनरी, एक सोफी एक्लिस्टन.
हाँ, मतलब वो सिंगल प्लेयर रिलाई करके जीता है भाई वो,
अरे
मतलब
यूपी फर्स्ट ईयर also when UP was playing very well, they went to the knockouts. They were mostly reliant on 3 players that season: Alisa Healy, Grace Harris, and Talia McGrath. Mainly these two latter players. I mean, Grace Harris और तालिया मैकग्राथ तो उस समय कहीं से भी मैच निकाल देती थी. और नॉकआउट वाला मैच में मुंबई के साथ तीनों एक साथ नहीं चला, और फिर वो हार गया क्योंकि उसके इंडियन टैलेंट से एक भी काम का नहीं था. और वो इजीवोंग शायद उसमें हैट्रिक लिया था या कुछ था.
तो वही है, यूपी का वही है, मतलब बैड लक, और क्या ही बोलूं, एक एक गेम दिल्ली जो हारा, इट हैज बीन जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ प्योर बैड लक, बट ठीक है जो है। Cool guys, I guess it's 11 p.m. so we can
Yeah,
wrap
I
up.
think, I mean, we were almost on the verge of closing. So yeah, thanks. You joined and we extended to another
Yeah,
5 minutes. So I think
20.
let's cut it
Yeah, yeah,
down.
just
And
yeah, ये क्या 20 बॉल में 10 रन किसने बनाया था भाई?
Smriti Mandhana आज बनाई. So
Hmm.
I
Oh
was
damn.
seeing memes that Lady Baba Azam or something.
Oh man.
ठीक है मतलब. Yeah, cool guys. Cool. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, guys. Chalo.
Yes.
See
Goodbye.
you.
Cheers.
Cheers.